So I'm going to talk a little bit about what I'm going to do first before I start my body work, because I want to end in constructive rest. So it will kind of mess up the flow a little bit. So for this body work, I'm going to focus on my kidney meridian specifically, just because with finals coming up, I've been a little bit stressed, and I know I haven't been drinking enough water, or as much as I should, especially during these times, during quarantines and viruses, and I just know I should be putting more water into my body than I am at the moment. So with that said, also with finals, I've been a little bit of stress eating, a little bit, and I know I shouldn't be eating the foods that I am at the moment. I should be kind of going towards more of the healthy options, especially for brain food. So I want to do this meridian specifically because it will help with that detoxifying the body and like bringing more energy in, then kind of like helping me release the bad toxins that are accumulating into my body because of the choices I'm making. So hopefully this will kind of like push a jump start and reset button a little bit into my body and kind of help it move along as I'm taking other steps as well to help it along its journey. So with the kidney meridian, it is a yin meridian, so it flows from the earth, all from like the bottom of our feet all the way up, from kidney 1, which is like right here, like in here, and then it kind of comes around and then up the shin bone, and then up through the leg, the inner thigh, up to the pubic bone, up the center of her body, a little bit off the center of her body, and then up into kidney 27, which is kind of like the clavicle, the collarbone, like right here. It's kind of like right there. So I really want to focus on trying to hit all those points along my body, just to really make sure that I am helping it the best it can and targeting those points that it needs to in order to help start the detoxifying process. Because the kidney meridian is governed by the water element, it's a little bit more softer and yielding, so I don't have to go as hard into it, but it's still very pliable into my body. With that said, with my plan that I have out here, it's structured. The way I structured it is I'm going to do a little bit of a standing series with some breathing, some posture poses, just to like start opening up my body, and then I'm going to bring it down into like some more like hands and knees a little bit, and then some sitting, and then I'm going to do some sports and shiatsu massaging along my body. Now with the massage techniques, they might be not go into the exact order that is needed for everyone, but these, I just find that this order works the best for me personally through trial and error. I've been going through all of them, and been leaving some out, spending more time on some, or just trying to like shuffle them around, and I find that this order works the best personally for me. Everyone might be a little bit different, everyone might need something a little bit more or a little bit less, but this personally is just what works best for me. So with that said, let's start. Hopefully the music isn't too loud, but let's start. I also have my lotion, and that will be for when I get into the massaging part, so because I don't have the oil, but let's start. Okay, so hopefully you can see me. Okay, so with this, I just want to start with kind of breathing first through the body. So, imagining the different points, your feet spreading out into the earth. Grabbing the energy with my feet center of the heart. Actually gonna put over my heart. Breathe in. Feeling my diaphragm open. As I inhale, close as I exhale. I'm just gonna start moving my energy as very close to my body as first. I'm gonna start going a little bit faster. Imagining all my chi right here in my center. I'm going to push it. Bring it back in. Gather it up again. I like to imagine it's a small, tiny ball. It's a part of me, but I'm also able to send it out through all parts of my limbs, my head, my tail. Come together. Come up to downward facing dog. Down to cat and cow, really opening up my clavicle, my spine, concaves. Feeling my chi come out through in an arc from the top of my head, the crown, to my tailbone, and then it curves again. From here, I'm going to go into camel's pose. As much as my body will allow me at this moment, I implemented this into my structure because it really helps open up my front, my the meridians right onto my torso. So I really want to focus on that. So. Child's pose. Breathing up. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so with that said, let's start into it. I'm going to take my socks off. I really feel kidney 1 around. Perfect. Okay, so, first one that I'm gonna start with is just like a light palming, just to kind of wake up my muscles. Yes, doing the standing series did wake up my muscles quite a bit, but sometimes I just want to get a little bit more deeper into my muscles when I start doing massaging, just like wake up a little bit more. So I'm gonna put my lotion on my legs, my feet, kind of just bring it around, and I'm just gonna start. I like to do a little bit as little. I don't like to kind of like pile it on to make it super oily. That's just my preference. And then I like to kind of add as more as I need as I go. So I'm gonna start with palming. And with this, you really just want to use, it's not really like a muscly thing that you do. It's more, you just like use your body. Actually, I might move you so you can see what I'm doing. That might be a little bit better. Perfect. Okay, so I'm just using my body weight to kind of wake up along my meridians. This one, I think, is probably one of the easiest ones to do because it's your own body weight and you're not using much. Kind of just wake it up a little bit. Doesn't take much. Small amounts of pressure. Then I like to kind of just push in. This one doesn't take much either. Just kind of wake up a little bit more in my meridian. All the way up to 7. Other one. Leg. Okay, well with that, I like to do using my elbows next, just to kind of get a little bit deeper into that. Like I said before, since the kidney meridian is governed by water, it is more yielding, so I don't have to push as hard because it's kind of just like right there at the surface, and it's just really nice. Elbows. Lower the music just slightly. There we go. It's a little hard to get up into here, so then I like to apply pressure with my fingers and kind of just walk them along. It doesn't give the exact same pressure as my elbow does, but it still is able to get into that meridian. Other one. And the kidney is the duality because it's a yin. Its yang is the gallbladder, I believe. Actually, that might not. Pretty sure it is. But it's just kind of like on the other side. So it goes from the heavens down to earth. It's just a different way of flowing, and it's kind of the opposite, so they complement each other. Excuse me. Perfect. Okay. Now with that, I like to do, after that, I like to do equinage, which is kind of just like stroking, but you don't want to go against the meridian. You want to help kind of bring the chi up still, so you still want to go in the same direction from kidney 1, just like right over here, and you want to bring it all the way, kind of comes around the ankle and then up the shin bone here. It's really nice just to get in there. This is like kidney 8 over here, and this one always feels really good for me. Just kind of like pull up the energy. And then it comes around inside of the leg. Up. Up. Gonna just do that one more time. Kidney 2. Around side of the calf. Okay, outside. One more time. Okay, the next one I like to do is Pestas, which is like you lift kind of the muscle off the bone and then squeeze it. So with the really bony parts of your body, it's a little harder, so I just kind of use a little bit more of like a pressure with my fingers instead of having to like lift off. But in the parts where I can grab a bit more skin to like bring up, I like to do that. So right here is a really good one. Ooh, feels nice. I personally like this one one of the most, just because it kind of helps understand for me. I like to imagine that that the meridian, like I can feel the meridian and I'm pulling it off from my body, and it's a lot easier for me to use that hyokinesis, the imagery of that, as I'm pulling. So it's not a painful pull, but it's just pulling a little bit and like squeezing. Not really. I like to imagine I'm pulling the tube with the meridian up, going along the points. Also helps with our posture a little bit. Okay, the last one that I like to do is the vibration and shaking. So I literally just put my legs out in front of me and I just bring my hands to them and shake them. And then in one of the videos, kind of want to go along the meridian. One of the videos that was on the module was, then I kind of shake my body, kind of loosen all up. He explained that if you can't really get into like the meridian or like the joint as well, that you can move your leg around. As someone that sometimes if I don't feel that I'm getting deep into the meridian, like with my elbow, I'll move my leg a little bit out and then put a little bit more of my body weight and my pressure, into it, and then it allows me to access it a little bit deeper. Again, I don't have to push too hard since it is very yielding and soft, but it's a little bit nicer to know to have that extra knowledge that if something, you can't feel it right away, just don't worry, just like maybe reposition yourself so it's not, you're not hurting yourself and causing more damage, which is nice to know. And now I'm going to end with constructive rest. I'm going to keep the light on during constructive rest because that's just like how I like to do it. I like more light than being in dark. And also with constructive rest, I like to fold my arms over like this on my back when I'm not focusing on the kidney meridian, because it helps me open up my back and my scapula. But when I focus on the kidney meridian, I like to keep my arms a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, just to make sure that I'm still opening up my collarbone and the point 27, which is like right here. So just want to make sure that I'm still opening that up. I also like to kind of knock my knees in a little bit, kind of meeting my meridians. My I believe it's 10. Yeah, 10. Just to have them meet, and so then they can just slightly kiss, which is nice, and then it kind of brings all the other ones up too. Kind of helps bring more in together, which is nice. So I'm going to end with that, but this is my video for bodywork. Thank you.